What is up, you guys? Your girl's ring light decided to start working again. I don't know why. Today I was going to order a new one. Today I was going to order a new ring light, but for something was just telling me, Deja, try your ring light. And if you don't know, my ring light was like broke. So, or it wasn't broken, it just was not cutting on for like a week, and so maybe it just needed a break. Maybe I was pushing out too much content and using it too much. I don't know, but it's back on, and hopefully it stays that way because it was such an inconvenience. I don't know why, but let me stay on my face. So it was just such an inconvenience, and I didn't really want to have to buy another one because I just bought this one like a few months ago. So by the title of this video today, we're going to be talking everything about knowing your analytics, studying your analytics as far as YouTube, and what I use to study mine. Before we get started, I want to say thank you all for all my new subscribers. Welcome. Hey. So today we are going to be doing part 2 to my YouTuber series, and the first one was just tips on getting started. This one is going to be diving all in the way into your analytics and how I keep track of my analytics. There may be more ways for you to do so, however this is just what I do. So first thing we're going to do is go to the YouTube Studio, and for me personally, I use it on both my laptop and my phone. I have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. This video will not be touching on like editing tools in the studio. However, we're going to be focusing more on studying your analytics, finding out what videos work for you, figuring out your watch time, just certain things like that that'll help you gain your audience, and what I use to pick which videos are working best for me and see what my audience is liking to watch. One thing that's important to know when looking at your analytics, and I'm sorry that I'm looking down here, I have my laptop here. I only have one phone, so I use that to record, so I can't use my app on my phone and go through there. However, I will be putting clips on the screen just so you all can see what I'm talking about as far as going through the applications. So yes, so I'm going here, and on your laptop it's the same thing. It's more tools on the when you're on your desktop or your laptop as far as editing is concerned, but analytics you could look at and you see the same pretty much the same stuff on the app as well as your laptop, so you don't necessarily need the laptop for that. And I'm saying that because when I first started off doing YouTube, I didn't have a laptop. I only had my iPhone, and this was like an iPhone 4 or something. So yes, okay. So for me, one other tip that I want to say is, with me, I look at my analytics on pretty much everything, like as far as Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, every platform that I'm on. I look at my analytics for that because I'm not just a YouTuber. I want to be an overall content creator, so I focus on that a lot. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my analytics, and I've never seen this page before. Your views are up, your channel got 4,000. Hey, so I don't know why, but it's now showing me something different on my analytics homepage, and I think that's because I've been pushing out so much content. So we're gonna go to, so one thing I like to look at is my engagement, and usually my engagement will have the arrow down before I really start pumping out good content, and lately it's been up. Right now it's at 206% up, and my average view time is going up as well, which is good. I'm getting closer to monetization. But it is very important to study your watch time, especially like the hours, the peak hours. It's good to know peak hours. It's good to know it's good to see and study how long people are watching your videos. So on the YouTube Studio, you can look and see on the engagement tabs, you can look and see how long people are watching a video. So if you have a 10-minute video, you can look and see out of the 10 minutes how, like, what time do the people cut their videos off. I know for me at first, people would watch my video and I feel like it was just like my home supporters, so like my mom and my friends and everything like that just would watch it because they're supporting me. And this is back before I started putting out content that I was really working good on. So you know how you have like you have those supporters who are just supporting you because it's you, and they might not be too interested in your content. At this point, I wasn't really putting out the best content in the beginning. I was just putting out content. So my view time, let's say I put a 10-minute video out, people will watch it from 0 to maybe 50 seconds, and those will probably be like my family members who are watching it to thumbs it up, things like that. So they weren't necessarily watching the video all the way through, and it is important that you want your people to watch your videos all the way through. Lately, since I've been trying to grow my brand and really study the analytics and everything like that, I pay attention to videos that I put out and making sure that my videos are engaging to the audience and make sure that they're not just getting flat. Oftentimes people go click on your video and start to watch it, and then it gets flat after a while, and it's just like they don't want to watch it anymore. So then it makes your watch time for a 10-minute video, your average watch time, people are clicking off it after 1 minute of watching it. Like maybe they're clicking on it and scrolling, and you know how YouTube suggests videos, maybe they see something that's a little more interesting. So yes, it's very important that you make a video that is interesting, even if it's not, I'm not saying that you need to switch up your style, switch up your content as far as following trends. It is important to follow trends. However, don't follow trends that do not correlate with what you're doing. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your content, and your views will go up naturally, because if you're passionate about it, you're going to be entertained, you're going to enjoy talking about it, and people are going to tie into what you're doing. But you want to just make sure you're keeping your audience, make sure they're staying and watching as much as the video as possible. You want them to stay from the beginning to the end of the video. On YouTube Studio, if you click on the audience tab, when you scroll down, you can see the amount of people who are subscribed watching your videos and not subscribed. So for me, the percent of people that are subscribed that are watching my videos are 33%. Thank you all. But 67% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so be sure to subscribe if you're watching this video. And it just shows you like certain things, like so basically 33% of my views are coming from people who are following me, which means the other 67% of people who are watching my videos are not subscribed. Be sure to subscribe. It tells you the females, it's 97% of females who watch my videos, so I don't really have a very high percentage of males watching my videos, and I wouldn't really freak out of that depending on what your content is about. I do a lot of makeup and hair stuff, so generally my audience is going to be majority females. And then me personally, I talk to a lot of girls. My Instagram is a bunch of makeup pics, so those are the people, those are my audience, so I wouldn't really freak out about that. I was thinking about ways of gaining my male interaction. However, I'm not really too stressed about it, just because that's the audience. Like, you can't really expect your male interaction to be super high when you're doing a bunch of beauty related things, unless the male population just either supports you, you're putting out other content for them to watch, so you're not just a full makeup hair page. And then it's not to say that men don't watch that type of videos, but it's not typical. So you do have some, but you can't, that's more of why your female to male ratio is not really as that. I'm not like a gaming channel or challenges and pranks and everything like that. So men, unless I'm putting out a videos such as this, maybe about my school, things as such, I do a lot of more female based, more feminine stuff. So even if males touch your feminine side, then they'll probably watch my content, but I wouldn't really freak out about that. On the audience tabs, it tells you around the age that you have. So between the years of 7, I don't have anybody under the age 13 really watching me. So yeah, and that's because I really don't mark the children content, and YouTube made it to where certain ages can only watch videos, or it restricts certain ages from seeing the videos unless you mark it as a child's one. And the reason I don't mark it as a child's one is because I will be getting monetized soon. Speaking into existence, I will be getting monetized soon, and you cannot make money off of videos that are made for children. So the ages of 13 and 17 is one of the lower percentages. It's 2.4% of people who follow me from that. Majority of my subscribers are everything in between the ages 18 and 24, which would be typical because that's around my age range. I'll be 19 this year. So That's 88% of my subscribers, and those are either my friends, my peers, and that's just the typical age of things that I'm doing as far as college vlogs, lifestyle. You know, I'm a younger person, so my lifestyle videos are probably bringing in people around me. I don't expect, you know, somebody who's like 70 years old to really be able to relate to my content. And it's fine if they're watching me just to, you know, they enjoy my personality and such, but it's not, I wouldn't really stress about that if the 65+% is not, if it's at 0, because they're watching stuff that they want to watch, and me going around in college and going to parties and, you know, giving you advice on your first year of college or high school graduation and stuff is not something they would typically want to watch. Yes, and then my 25 to 35 year olds, there's 9%, so shout out to my mama, shout out to my auntie, shout out to that group. And they probably watch me for makeup and everything like that. They might be interested in my other content, my speakers, but they might be interested in other content. But as far as looking at the ages and everything like that, I wouldn't really stress if, you know, the age that you are is where your most followers are going to go to, unless you're like an adult and you're doing like kid content, like showing your kids and everything. That's the only time that your audience will not really align to what you're doing. So your lifestyle, your everything like that is going to be typically around your age range. So it even shows you like the top content, the top countries that watches you. So United States is of course the high, but I have people in South Africa and Nigeria also watching me. So let's see. Yeah, South Africa and Nigeria also watch me. So okay. It also shows you how many people watch your videos with subtitles or not. A lot of people don't, because I guess I pronunciate my words or whatever. So yes. Okay, and now let's go to another app that I like to use. I like to use the app Linktree, just because, like I said, I am a content creator, so I create a bunch of different things. You can get Linktree Pro, however, I am a girl all about saving a coin, and I honestly am fine with the way that my Linktree is. So my Linktree, we're going to go ahead on here, and it basically is something that I could just put all of my work, all of my projects into one section. So like if I'm ever sending a company or a brand my work or everything as far as my writing, because I am a writer, I do have my writings published online, articles that I write, my personal Instagram, my blog, and my YouTube channel. I need to add my TikTok on here, but it shows you the amount of views you have, so how many people click my link. I've been pushing content and pushing my link out there, so I have 1.13k people who, you know, have clicked on my Linktree link and looked at some of my content. If you get Linktree Pro, it tells you probably what link is most popular that people come and click on. But I mostly use Linktree. I could look at the views, but I usually use it just for my own convenience as far as me keeping all my links together, because, you know, sometimes you want to send a company, this is all of the work that I offer. Like if you send me a product, you could pick something on here and you can see that I could write an article on it, I could do a YouTube video on it, this is some of my Instagram photos, my Instagram content, this is my motivational blog. So just send them one link rather than, oh, let me get this one, this one, this one, and then you send them like 4 different links. It's more so organization concerns. So let's look at some more things on analytics. On Instagram, if you are a business page, you can check your analytics from there. So it tells you the amount of people that come to your page every 7 days. I've been studying my analytics a lot lately, so I've been getting my views up. For me, I'm gonna just tell y'all and be honest, on an average day, if I'm like just living, my views would be around 300, 400, maybe 500. I'll say 500. But if I'm really grinding and stuff, I could get it to 1,000. So I am at 960. I started like getting on my Instagram stuff earlier this week, so 960 right now. I'm trying to hit 1,000, so we're gonna see about that. But it tells you peak hours. It tells you pretty much the same thing as your YouTube, as far as gender, as far as, you know, people following you. It tells you who shared, it don't tell you who shared it, but how many times your photo was shared, if somebody saved your photo. it tells you all of those different types of things, and it also tells you one thing that I mainly look at, which is your peak hours. So you want to try to post your photos on those peak hours, because that's when the most of your followers are on Instagram and they're looking. So let's say one of my peak hours was 6 p.m. and then the next one wasn't until 9 p.m. I'm not going to really try to post a photo at 7 p.m. Sometimes you could get away with it and post outside of your peak hours. However, you want to play, if you want to play it safe, post during your peak hours. That's when you get the best result. I hope this video was very informative. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up for more. The more and more views and the more likes I get, the more and more videos that I'll produce and more insight. I hope these tips touch somebody. If you're a YouTuber or a content creator, leave your name down below so other people can see and help and support you. And also, if you're a YouTuber, let me know in the comment sections below, and I'll be sure to subscribe and follow you as well. I love you all so much. Bye.